I got an Erev Shabbos on this gorgeous summer, August Shabbos Eve, as we get ready for Shabbos, to welcome the Shabbos. I'm feeling very grateful, very thankful, very blessed, very happy. And I'll tell you why. But I want you to hold that for a minute, because I want to tell you something from the Torah portion. In this week's Torah portion, Moses turns to the Jewish people, and he says, Va'ata Yisrael. And now, the Jewish people, Ma Hashem Alikecha Shalom Imach. What's God asking from you? Ki'im le'avas Hashem, to love God. Le'yida Isai, to fear Him, to be in awe of Him, to keep the mitzvahs, u'ledavka by, to cleave with Him. What's the big deal? And the Talmud asks the question, seriously? What's the big deal? It's a big deal. It's not easy to love God, to fear God, to do all the commandments, to cleave with God. It takes a lot of effort. Why is Moshe saying that? And the Talmud says Moshe was speaking about himself. So then the question gets even greater. If Moshe was speaking about himself, so why is Moshe telling the Jewish people? What's he trying to tease us? Moshe is saying, oh, it's not a big deal to love God, to fear God, to keep all the commandments, to cleave with God. Oh, that's about me. Why is he telling it to the Jewish people? So the Alter Rebbe, in his magnum opus in the Tanya, the Alter Rebbe says something revolutionary. That every single Jew has a part of Moshe Rabbeinu within him. He has a little bit of the soul of Moses. Moses is the Neshama Klalis, the general soul of the Jewish people. And each one of us has a little bit of the soul of Moshe. So Moshe was basically saying, you and I were the same. If I could do it, you could do it. It's within you. It's not a big deal. But the question is yet, all right, seriously? But is it really not a big deal? You know, there's this famous anecdote about this professor who was teaching in class, and he was speaking mathematics of the highest order, deep stuff. And finally, one guy came over to him and says, you know, Professor, why are you speaking so high? I mean, you're way above their shoulders. They're not going to get what you're saying. What are you doing? And the professor looked at this guy and says, listen, I aim for where their head's supposed to be, not for where it is. And what the professor was trying to say is that I want to bring these people to reach their fullest potential. I don't want to stoop to where they're holding now. I don't want to speak to them on the level they're at now. I want to lift them and bring them to a level where they belong, where they could be, where they have the potential to be because of their talents, because of their strengths. And that's what Moshe Rabbeinu was really telling the Jewish people. Va'ata Yisrael, listen, Jews, you have a piece of Moshe Rabbeinu within you. You are able to reach that fullest potential. I don't want to speak to your weaknesses. I don't want to speak to your animal soul, to your materialism. I want to speak to the depth of your potential, to your nishmas Moshe Shebechol Daradar, the soul of Moses that's in every single Jew. Because I want you to tap into that energy, to tap into that potential, and to reach it. And we're able to, every single one of us. And that's the strength of leaders, and especially great leaders. They don't aim for where you're at, but they aim for where you're supposed to be. They don't aim for where your head's at now. They aim above it to where the head's supposed to be. Why am I happy? And that's what I wanted to connect it to. We're happy, and I'm grateful, because today we finished Camp Gan Israel, Chestnut Hill 2023. It was a record season. We had 300 kids in camp over the 6 weeks, with 200 every week. And we tried to do exactly what Moshe Rabbeinu said. We tried to reach and tap into the potential of the children, of their Yiddish neshama, to teach them about Judaism, to inspire them to love the people of Israel, the nation of Israel, the values, the morals, the Torah, the wisdom that we've been taught for over 3,000 years. So you meet a child, you meet a camp, you could look at where they're at or the potential they have where they could get. And that's what we try to do. But the last day of camp is always a very happy day. And every year when we come home from camp, Granny and I look at each other, we're smiling. We're super happy and grateful. Because every day is a gift and you never know what could happen. Hundreds of parents entrust you with their children, their health, their well-being, their care, their tender love and care. And when you finish the last day, and the bus drops off the last kids, and all the kids were safe and healthy. No one got hurt. Everyone had a happy summer. It was the best summer we've had. We thank Hashem. Baruch Hashem, for entrusting us and giving us this gift to inspire these children. Thank you to the parents for allowing us, and thank you Hashem for allowing us to keep them safe. There's so much that could go on. The kids go on buses and they go on trips and they go swimming and they climb and they jump and they do sports and circus. And the fact that all the kids came home healthy and safe is a blessing. And for that, we're grateful, we're happy, and we thank Hashem. And we hope and pray that these parents will stay in touch with their Judaism, with their community they built in camp, with us, so we could all aspire to reach our potential as Moses asked the Jewish people. The Ata Yisrael, now Jews, what's God asking you? It's within you, it's in your potential. Do it, reach it, tap that energy you have. Tap that neshama, that Yiddish neshama you have, and let it burn with passion, with flame for Hashem, for Torah, for Judaism, and for Eretz Yisrael. Have a good Shabbos. Thank you. And that means less than 45 days to Rosh Hashanah, but I'm not going to tell you that now. Enjoy summer while you still can.